Video 3, good and bad carbs. To lose the weight and to keep your weight off, but also to make your body healthy, lower your risk of heart disease, lower your risk of cancer, and get your diabetes under control and cure your diabetes, you have to understand what it takes to control your blood sugar. It's all about carbohydrates, and we'll talk about good and bad carbs. Carbohydrates are primarily plants, and when we ingest a plant, it breaks down into the simple sugar in our bodies, glucose. How quickly that glucose is absorbed in the blood makes it a good or bad carb. So let's say we eat broccoli or beans, and as you eat that, it breaks down, and that glucose then is absorbed into the blood slow. That's what makes it a good carb. So the body recognizes there's an increase of glucose in your blood, and so the body's going to dump out insulin, but just the right amount of insulin, so that the insulin helps to get the glucose in the cells, because you've got to give energy to those cells. And when it's done, there's no more glucose, there's no excess insulin, and we have what's called good sugar metabolism. Now, when you eat a bad carb, say potatoes, the potato breaks down rather quickly into the glucose and is absorbed extremely fast into your blood flow, causing a spike of glucose. Now the body dumps out a ton of insulin according to what it sees in the blood because of the glucose. And it goes through the same process. The insulin helps to get the glucose in all the cells, fills up all the cells, but there's all this excess glucose now. So what does the body do? It instantly changes the glucose into fat. Not healthy, and creates major other problems in your body. So we don't want to be having a diet that is constantly barraging the body with high amounts of glucose, because we're going to create problems, not just diabetes, but we're going to cause various other health problems and weight gain. So we need to have a diet that's primarily good carbs. A plate that is vegetables and fruits and a small portion of protein is extremely healthy. You don't need to have your potatoes and your rice with every single meal, because that's going to create problems. So understanding what you have to do on a regular basis as far as the kinds of foods you put in your body, understand what a good carb is, what a bad carb is very important. You can look up what a good and bad carb is by going online and looking up the glycemic index for apples or for whatever other food you want to look up, and it will tell you a particular number. Now, you want to have good carbs that are 55 and lower on this scale, and you want to primarily have good carbs in your diet. It'll help lower cholesterol, it'll lower your chance of heart disease, cancer, it increases your libido, it just helps to get everything in your body running the way it's supposed to.